Welcome to the Dummy Programmer. So today we are going to do a question called reverse words in a string. It's a medium level problem. So what it says is essentially given an input string S, reverse the order of the words. And it's saying that all the words have to be separated by one space, and all the spaces in the front and all the spaces in the back of the string need to be removed. Okay. I'll give you an example. So for example, if you have this as your input, you're going to remove the extra spaces and ensure that there is only one space between the characters, and also reverse the words. So world comes first, hello comes next. Please notice this, that we are asked to reverse the words, not the characters. We are not reversing the string. We are reversing the words in the string. Okay. It is not a complex problem, but given that we are using Swift, it is more complex because navigating strings via index in Swift is very difficult because of the native support for UTF-8 characters. And for that reason, I will take a shortcut. I will convert the string into an array. Okay, I know that it was going to waste space, but we have around 20 minutes in an interview to solve a problem, right? In a 45-minute interview, you essentially get just 20, if you're lucky, 25 minutes to solve a problem. So I think we have to avoid difficult syntax. So I'm going to focus on the algorithm design. The algorithm in itself is constant space and linear time complexity, okay? But just because we are using Swift, I'm going to waste some space to save time. Okay, so what is the algorithm? So the first step of the algorithm is to remove the extra space. So if you have this as your input, you're going to remove extra space from the front and the back. Okay, here there's no extra space in the front and the back. So it's going to look the same. Then we are going to make sure that words are only separated by one space, right? So remove excess space between words. Okay, so this is going to look like this. Now we are going to reverse the string. So reverse the string. We're not reversing words yet. We're just reversing the string. I'll tell you why later. So here it's going to look like this: ELP M AXE, and then DOG, and then A. Okay, this is what it is going to look like. And now we're going to do a scan of the string, and we're going to reverse each words. Okay, character by character, we're going to reverse the words. How are we going to do that? If every word. So if this is your word, you have, so let's assume you have two pointers, I and J. We are going to increment J until it comes across an empty space. If it comes across an empty space, that means the position before it was the last character of the previous word, right? In this example is the word, right? So J is going to point to the next character of the last character of example. So I hope it was clear and it was not confusing. So basically the idea is, when you know the last and the first, the boundaries of a word, you can put two pointers there, and again use the two-pointer approach to swap the characters at every position and walk the pointers towards each other. Okay, so basically that is what we're going to do. So we are going to declare another pointer and set it to J minus 1. So now we are going to swap it. So since both are E, swapping will also produce the same result. And then we reduce K and we increase I. And then it points to basically this. So L and X are going to be swapped. So X is going to come here, L is going to come here. And then P is going, so now we are going to point to P and A. So we are going to swap that. So A will come here and P will come here. Okay, so this now became example. Now, once I and K meet, that means the word is swapped, right? And K scope is over. K scope is only per word. Okay, and then I is going to be set to J plus 1 because we know that there's only one space between two words and J is pointing to an empty space. That means the next character is going to be the first character of the next word. So I is going to be J plus 1. And again, we are going to increment J forward until it comes across an empty space. So it's going to come across an empty space here, and then K is going to be put here. And again, we are going to walk I and K towards each other and swap the character. So when we swap D and J, it's going to be like this. Okay, and swapping O and O, I mean, it is going to swap, but it's going to look exactly the same. And then K scope will be over, J will be at the empty space here, and I will be put to A. Okay, so basically this is the output that we expect. And this is the algorithm that we are going to implement in Swift. But like I said, I'm going to take a shortcut. I'm going to use arrays instead of strings because it's not worth it. No job is worth traversing strings in Swift. Okay, so let's start implementing it. If there's any confusion in the solution or in the question, please put your comments in the comment section and I will answer them. Okay. So the input S is going to be an immutable string. So we have to mutate it. So let's call it input equal to S. Okay. And the first thing is we are going to drop all the empty spaces in the front and the back of the string. Okay. So I think input is equal to input dot trimming. I'm not entirely sure of the syntax. I think it is this, but we'll see once we run it. Okay. And then so this is what we are going to do. Okay. Now we are going to reverse this. Now array is reversed. Okay. So at this point, if this is your string, it's going to look like basically EULB SI, okay, YKS and EHT. Okay. This is how it is going to look like now. So let's do the core of our logic. While I is less than array.count. Now, when we do a scan of the array, if we come across two consecutive characters, which are both white spaces, we have to delete the extra spaces and make sure there's only one white space between two words. Okay, so that's what we're going to do now. So if I is greater than 0 and array of I is equal to empty space and array of I minus 1 is also equal to empty space. Okay, if this happens, we are going to dot remove remove this character. Okay, and we have to continue. We are mutating the array. So the array is going to be updated and array.count will be accordingly updated. Okay. At this point, we are not incrementing I, which is important because I should only be incremented once we know the once we know the actual array count. Okay. So now, what are we going to do now? We have to initialize J, right? So J will be set to I at the same space. And now we have to increment I until it encounters an empty space, empty character. So while J is less than array dot count and array of J is not equal to empty space, we are going to increment j. So at the end of this, j is going to point to an empty space. Okay. And once it is there, we declare our k pointer, which is j minus 1, because the last character of the previous word. So I is pointing to the first character of the previous word. K is pointing to the last character of the previous word. And now they have to be swapped. So while I is less than k, we swap the characters at every position. So let's say we do this, and then array of I is equal to array of k, and then array of so what did we do? Array of I we took in temp. Okay, so array of k is equal to temp. So we have swapped the characters. We have to increment I, decrement k. Okay, I plus 1, k equal to k minus 1. Okay, at this point, we have reversed one word. Okay, now we have to move on to the next word. The next word would be starting at j plus 1, because j is pointing to an empty space, right? So we increment I, we make it I equal to j plus 1. Okay, this is the whole algorithm essentially. We have to return the stringified of array. Let's see. Did I do any mistakes? This I have to double check, but otherwise I think it looks okay. If two consecutive characters are empty string, we remove that character and continue to the next iteration. I think this looks good. I think we can run it. Let's see. It ran. Oh, 0 milliseconds. It was really fast. I think it will be even faster in other languages. So you can implement the same algorithm in Java or C++. It's going to run really fast. Yeah, see, all the extra spaces were removed and all the words were reversed. I think that's it for today. Thank you for tuning in. If you like the video, please like it and share with your friends and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.